What's up, y'all? It's your man in the house, J Cash, back at you again with another one, a hard hitting topic. And the topic discussion is black women want us black men to be mind readers when they like us, showing signs. Now, let's get into this subject at hand. When we say signs and signals, we're talking about when they are interested in us and when they like us. They want us to be some psychic reader to know what the hell they want or know that they like us. Now, why do they want us to know this? This is all about the quote unquote game. Now, the signs and signals are real. They are. And let's explain some of these signs when a black woman or black women like you. When they like you, they're coverts. Let's get that understood. They're coverts, which means they are like subliminal. They're like go around the bush, or it's like hidden. It's not overt. Overt means it's directly, but they are indirect. They are subtle when they show the signs that they like you. Now let's go and explain the signs when black women or black woman likes you as a black man or black man. When they like you, their attention is fully focused on you and what you're talking about. That means their whole body is pointed in your direction. This is what they want you to read. Or when she starts playing with her hair, you know, or you talk with her and she's like laughing at your jokes, you know, or we know what they want, like being a Maori, like we know what they want. We know when they like us. When a lot of us don't even know when they do show these signs. A lot of us, you know, it goes over our head, you know. And I'm gonna give you an example that happened to me last Sunday. I was at the CVS store. I was standing in line and I was buying my items. And you know, it was a black woman with a child, you know, in the cart, in the little shopping cart. So I'm sitting up there, you know, waiting and waiting. So all of a sudden, I guess she took a good look at me. I had my mask on, y'all. She took a good look at me. And she came back around and she was like, "Oh my God, what kind of shoes are those? Let me see what they look like. Lift up your pants leg." So I lifted up my pants leg and I showed her my shoe. So she happened to, you know, like my shoes, but it wasn't that. She was trying to talk to me. See, these are the signs that they do. And another thing that they'll say, do too, is that they'll be like, ask you to help them with something. They're like, "Can you show me this way and show me to go over here?" I had a woman do that. "Could you show me over here? Could you show me where I can get change for a 20?" I had a black woman do that. This is what they do. Or they'll say, "Oh, I like your shirt." Like they're not being obvious with us, but this is what they do. So if you're, you know, this is not about game. This is real life stuff. That's why I'm using myself as an example. So when they show these signs and signals, man. So what I'm saying is, I let black women come to me. I don't approach them or none of that shit. Matter of fact, I don't approach women at all in America. Outside of work, like when I'm working, I'm like friendly, but outside of work, hell no. I ain't too friendly with these friendly with women out here. But anyway, let's go back to the signs and signals. You know, and another thing too is when they do it too, is that they'll give a, you know, that over the shoulder look at you over the shoulder, or either they'll stare at you. Some of them will stare at you and then hurry up and look away. You know what I'm talking about. Or they'll be checking you out, Or someone will be so slick about it, they'll like you under their breath or in their mind. They'll have like this crush on you, but they don't want to. They don't want to tell you. Some of them will have so much of a crush on you, they won't even want to compliment you. Yeah, they get like that when they showing signs, man. Period. A lot of them get quiet. Some of them will listen at you talk. Some of them will want you to come over and talk to them. But see, they don't know how to express that nowadays. But they are very subtle when they do this stuff. So when you see them do all that subliminal stuff and all of that slick stuff, it's all because they find you attractive. So, and another thing is when they also find you attractive, they it's something about what do you call it, the peripheral vision. They see you out the corner of their eye because a woman can see you when you walking up. So when you walking up and you trying to show up, they already see you, man. You don't have to show off. Women see you. They see you. They are very nosy creatures. Or black women or black women, they very know. They see you. They check you out. When I say black women or black woman check, they check you out. This is something that you guys need to understand. And I'm using myself as an example. So they check me out. They definitely check you out, whether it's good or bad. They check the way your teeth look, your facial feature, your eyes, your nose, your hair, your height. They check everything about you. And if it's something about you, something different, or there's something about you, you know how they do. They make assumptions in their head, and then they think that they just, all of a sudden, you just, you know, quote unquote friend or friend zone or whatever they do, if you know what I'm talking about. But this is something that they want us to read their fucking mind. Even with what they like to do, they want you to be able to know them inside out. How the hell you gonna know these signs of signals if you don't get no experience with them? How you gonna know? You gotta get enough experience and get out here and them to give you a chance to know all these signs and signals. Because if you're inexperienced, you ain't gonna be able to know shit. You gonna be clueless as hell out here. So yeah, when you don't have this kind of experience, man, you'll miss it. And I'm gonna give you another one what they do too. I'm gonna give you another example that happened to me a couple years ago. This another sign right here. I was sitting down, me and my two other friends, we were sitting down at the food court in the mall where I stay. And we was both eating. And my homeboy, he was like, man, that girl looking at you, man. I'm like, what you talking about? I'm like, nah, ain't no girl looking at me, man. I'm sitting there eating my food and I look up. I'm like, hey, man. Like, I'm like, nah. I put my head back down. Kept eating my food. And I just kept eating. And I looked up again. She was staring at me again. So I kept eating. I was like, nah. I guess I'm gonna get one more shot. She done stopped looking. She done went out the door. This woman, this is a black woman here. She stared at me from the time I was eating till I kept eating. She was just like literally walking out the door, just staring at me, dude. Walking out the door, just kept looking back. You know that look back stare, like I was saying about the look over your shoulder, looking back. That kind of look. So when women do that, expose their risk and do all of this stuff, is all just subtle signs. But see, you ain't gonna know this kind of stuff unless you experience it. And yeah, women do have crutches and they keep the stuff on low. That's why I'm saying y'all they are indirect. If they got a crush you, they're not gonna tell you. They're gonna keep it on the low because they don't want you to be like, nah, she ain't my type. And that's why they do all that subliminal shit. So they keep themselves from getting rejected. So if you know these signs and signals that I'm talking about, you'll catch them. You're catching that they like you. Or somebody that had a whole lot of experience with them, they'll tell you this. So man, this is one of the videos I should have been did, but they want you to be a mind reader. They want you to know about themselves. They want you to know about their nature and signs of sickness when they like you and when they mad and all that other shit. They want you to know all this stuff. But if you don't have enough experience, you're never going to know. But with that, guys, I'm out.